All right, my water kefir with the grapefruits and oranges we'll get rid of those, has been sitting now for 2 days. Coffee filters into my food pile, which there's finally enough snow gone outside for me to start putting this directly into my garden soil so that by the time I plant, it's all ready. But back to this. This is very simple. We want to strain the fruit out of the... Oh, look at all those bubbles. That's so happy. Lovely. Okay. Now, it's just a matter... I should get a different strainer, but I kind of like this one. And this is a stainless steel bowl. Okay, so for those of you bent on the fact that you cannot absolutely ever use metal with kefir, you can use stainless steel. It is not the same compound, and it does not affect the grains. There's a few little grains in there, but that's okay. We can get rid of those in a moment. I actually have a glass of kefir sitting here that I'm enjoying, so I just add a little bit there. And that way we get all the grains out of the jar. And then it is a matter, nice clean hands, of picking the fruit out. Now we may end up with a few grains stuck on here, but like I said before, that's okay because this is going to go into my food pile. And having a couple of grains in there is not going to do any damage. In fact, it's going to feed my soil, which in turn is going to feed my plants. So I'm okay with that. But I do try and get as many off as I can before putting them into my pile. And then we have our dates. And not sure if you saw my other video or not, but as far as using the dates, these are fresh. Okay. So these dates can actually be used to feed my grains, which I grow in here. This one's a little sad looking, so I think it was a bit too overworked. So we'll put that in the food pile to go outside into the gardens. And look at these. They are so happy. Nice, firm. Oh, that's so nice. There's a little piece of date in there, so we'll toss that as well. Now, I'm going to put those into my container. Excuse me, a bit of a cold. Have to get some calendula out and make some tea. Get rid of the sniffles, because that's not very nice to listen to on a video or anything else. And now we dump this one. Oh, all the grains came up. Very good. Oh, I can hear it fizzing away. And same as with the other one. Oh. We pull the fruit out, put it into the food pile. Nice, big, healthy grains. That's so nice. Excuse me. That one's still good, so we can use that to feed them some more. And my orange. Put that into the food pile as well. Is there another date? Yes, there is. Yeah, see these guys, these two will go into my container again. And they'll just keep feeding the grains. This is going to get really full. So what I can do, because you don't need much, you know, just so long as the grains are submerged, you'll have enough liquid in there to keep them happy, keep them growing. There. Now, because I spilled, okay, there are going to be some grains in there, so I'm probably going to strain it again before putting it into clean containers. You can store them in glass jars. I still have a few there, but those are nice size for my spices and things. So I'm going to stick with drink bottles. I have clients that drop these off for me all the time, which is great because they're wonderful for keeping kefir in. But I'm not going to bore you with showing you how to strain this again because you just watched it. But essentially, all of this liquid is going to be put into bottles, and I'm going to leave it on the counter for up to 2 days so that the fermentation can continue. And that's when you get that nice fizzy gorgeousness of water kefir. Yeah, see, I can't see the grains, but oh, yep, there's a few in there. Okay. Yeah, you don't want that to end up in your liquid in the bottles because that could sour it. It could turn it to alcohol very soon, which in some aspects might sound like fun, but alcohol made from water kefir doesn't really taste all that good, so I'd sort of prefer not to. There's a errant date that we will put in there later. But essentially, yeah, that's it. You strain out your fruit and your grains, pour it into bottles or jars, and like I said, sit on the counter in a fairly warm environment so that the fermentation can continue, but I wouldn't leave it more than 2 days. Check it, right? You can open it up. In my other video, I showed you the sound that water kefir makes when it's super nice and happy like that. Then you can put it in the fridge and store it, drink it as you like, and enjoy. And we'll be back with updates on the water kefir and other things that I'm up to. But for now, thank you for watching. See you next time.